What is good, guys? I'm going to try and do this video fairly quickly here. This is my camera for the foreseeable future. It is my dad's second to last camera. It's still not the big upgrade that I want, but it certainly is an upgrade from what I have been using. So basically, this video is going to be a response to T. Blake's video of spotting fake Jordans compared to the original production run Jordans that you would typically purchase at a mall or on Eastbay, etc. Now, we can dispute whether or not they're unauthorized authentics, anything like that, but I think the purpose of his video was basically just to let people know that if you want the original product run shoe, here are some things that you can pick out to let you know whether or not you're getting one of these unauthorized authentics, or whatever you want to call them. Now, basically, there are several things that a lot of people have mentioned throughout their videos, and there are some things that I think a lot of people have missed. Now, there's no shoe that I know better than the 11. I've owned more than 11 or 12 pairs of real 11s, and I have this pair as well, which my dad got on accident probably 8-9 years ago, and it's a fake, but it's a really good fake. Now, compared to some of the stuff that's been coming out, I actually did a video on this real versus fake probably two maybe 3 years ago, and it's one of my more viewed videos. But compared to that video, which was pretty elementary, the stuff coming out now is a lot more spot on to the shoes, to the original production shoes. Now, one of the first things I will note is the proportions of the patent leather here with the point on the plastic here. Now, this is something that I can spot within seconds on any Jordan 11. You see on the Breads, the Cool Grays, and the Concords, the proportions are basically identical. The only one that is slightly off is the right patent leather here is a little bit thinner than on all the other 11s that I have here. But other than that, you can see on all the Jordans, it comes to a point, it's a straight line, but look at the height of the plastic on the back of all these 11s. Now look at the fake pair over here. I'm going to bring it this way, and you can see it's lower. Now granted, this pair is not as good as some of the stuff that's coming out, but look at how high the patent leather goes here. That's something I have seen on probably 50% of the fakes, unauthorized authentics, whatever you want to call them. Now, the other two major things I will point out are the circular pods next to the traction pods on the back of, or on the bottom of the Jordans. Let me set this up here. Now, if you look at the traction pods on the Concord, or the circular pods on the bottom of these Concords, they don't touch the traction pod. And that's the case on every single one of my 11s, even the low top 11s. These circular pods never touch the traction pods. There's only one pair that I own where it comes close, or maybe touches a little bit, and that's the Breads here. You can see this one comes right up to it, but it still is maybe a millimeter or two spaced out from the bottom of that traction pod. Now, on a lot of the quote-unquote unauthorized authentics, etc., you will see that these circular pods are touching the traction pods, and I almost rarely, if ever, see that on authentic pairs. Now, like T. Blake said, I've never worn this pair, and you can see the yellowing. The only time that I see basically no yellowing is when the shoes are vacuum sealed, and I don't want to do that myself because I feel like it can facilitate the deterioration of the shoes in other areas, so I'll just let them oxidize. But anytime you see a shoe on one of these Chinese websites and the bottom is completely icy, there's no yellowing whatsoever, you have to think, is a site that doesn't really promote themselves in a efficient way, they don't really have a visually appealing website, and they're throwing up fake shoes on their site as well, do you think they did, at the time the shoe, within a week or two of the shoes being released, vacuum seal those shoes until delivery to your doorstep? That's a pretty big assumption to make. Now, another thing that I will touch on is the carbon fiber. Now, if you look at the carbon fiber here, it's basically different on every Jordan 11. Like, it's all black on these Concords. Alright, gotta get the right light here. You can kind of tell. But basically, the one difference, the one thing I want people to be aware of is carbon fiber can look good, but it's not real. For example, in these fake Jordan 11s that I got, the carbon fiber looks real. If I can get the right light on it here. If you look at that, it looks legit. And like a lot of people say, it passes the tap test. But what's different about this carbon fiber, and I played in these just to test them out several years ago. But the thing that you can see, and I don't know if it's through time or wear or what, but basically, I don't know if you'll be able to tell here, at the very bottom, it's starting to crack. And what they did, it looks like, is they took probably a light plastic, constructed it just like how the carbon fiber is supposed to be, and then sprayed a plastic coating on top of it to give it that look of legitimate carbon fiber. But it's not real carbon fiber. I feel like you have to see it in person to be able to tell, but if you adjust the lighting in just the right way, it basically looks like a plastic laminate over the fake carbon fiber. Now, if someone wants to take apart one of these unauthorized authentics and show me that carbon fiber isn't like I'm describing right now, I'd love to see it. But basically, those are just the three other big things that I thought I would mention that he didn't mention in his video. For all the other types of things regarding the box, etc., check out T. Blake's video. But I figured I'd just do this video semi-quickly. It looks like it's about 10 minutes right now. And if you guys have any other questions, this is definitely my all-time favorite shoe, so I feel like I know a decent amount about it, but I'm always still learning. So if you guys have any tips, have any recommendations, any thoughts on this, let me know. But as always, rate, comment, subscribe. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.